The egos, it's a terrible thing, isn't it? You know, you work with them, we've all had them, whether it be bosses and stuff like that, people you've worked with. And, you know, as you get a bit older, you learn to placate them, don't you? You think, okay, this is what they're about, this is how difficult they are, all of that sort of stuff, you know. And I don't know about you, but I think the best way is literally to just let them have their way, seemingly because it makes it for an easier life. You know, if somebody tells you they wrote this hit record and it was them and their idea, you think, right, okay, you know differently, but you think, well, yeah, if that makes you feel better, just move on. Of course, there's certain things that really irk people, you know, and this particular situation has really irked quite a lot of people. This is because the current mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, right, has been allegedly offered, not fully confirmed yet, let me tell you, but offered in the New Year's honoured list the chance to become Sir Sadiq Khan. Now, normally these things are offered because they've done so much wonderful things. Now, the thing that he's basically said that he's most proud of recently is the fact that he's organised free breakfast clubs for so many children in and around London. Well, he hasn't actually. I mean, that's a pack of lies. It's the taxpayers that are funding that. He's not dipped in his very wealthy pockets at all. We're paying for all of his security, all of his armoured cars, all the things that he has alongside that job, alongside the expenses, and of course, the wonderful, as I say, security attached to that. But now, according to this, Sadiq's ego is literally running wild. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today. You know, when you've interviewed these people, and I've met Sadiq Khan, let me tell you, the problem is he literally falls short on everything. You are not allowed to ask him a question unless it's agreed in advance. That's because he sticks to a script, he learns it, and he's very much like his counterpart, Angela Rayner. They only know the plot if it's spelt out to them. If you say, for instance, what happened to the billions of pounds that the previous government gave you to build these houses in London, there's a silence. It's not there to discuss that. But it's your money, and he should be. You see how this works. But of course, they all want power, egos and stuff like that. And I've told you before that His Majesty the King and indeed the Prince of Wales, Prince William, have been politely advised to make sure they keep something of a distance because Sadiq has glued himself to the climate sort of propaganda that the King and William bang on about. And I've told you before, in this climate, the people don't care about that. They're literally struggling to live. Not a great remit, as I've said. But now you see Sadiq, who's so thrilled at this particular honour. Well, apparently, according to sources, and as ever we have to say allegedly, staff have been advised to get used to calling him and literally out to the media as Sir Sadiq, right? Not only that, so sure is this man that he won't fall short of this, that apparently the new head of paper is already coming in with his full title on. Now, when you think about it, you know, this is what I'm saying about people like that. You have to sort of think their self-belief is incredible. Now, for him, yes, he'll go down in history, and it wasn't something that really came to other mayors of London previously. So once again, he's a number one. He's the first Muslim mayor of London, and now he becomes a Sir. Some people might suggest our great expense. But more importantly, the proof, as they say, is in the pudding. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're a member of the media or indeed a member of the public. Will you be calling him Sir Sadiq? That's the bigger question. And apparently, if not, then you won't get an interview. And more importantly, you could simply be ignored. Now, some might say that could be a blessing. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.